What makes good design is a designer that understands that it's not just down to aesthetics, it's not just down to how something looks. It's no point having something that looks good which doesn't achieve its job role. Likewise, you don't want something that does the job but doesn't look good. So we try and find the balance in between.
Matt Halley is the creative director. He works extremely hard and he likes to, I would say, approach everything with a fresh new look. At Core, the standards are high and Matt sort of instills that too, not just himself, but all of us.
Ironically enough, when you're coming up with a brand for a graphic design company, it's probably the hardest thing to do, even though that's what you do as a job. And the brief I set myself is, don't think about it as a brand, think about it as a service. Ultimately what matters is not what your logo is, but what you produce. Core Creative was set up for two reasons. One was to give other designers and other young people the opportunity to experience what I experienced. I always consider myself to have a really lucky break, and I want other people to have that opportunity because it's really hard to get into the design industry. I wanted to give young people the opportunity to come in, be developed as designers and show how good they are.
My name's Chris Osmond, I'm the senior designer at Core, and my job role is to take on concept work from Matt and oversee what the other designers do within the studio really. It can be anything from a corporate image through to something as small as a business card. I suppose as a senior I get to put more of a free rein on the design I'm producing. There's several things I really enjoy doing. Probably one of my favourites is packaging design. Anything typographic I love, and coming from an illustrative background, anything that's got that graphic-y kind of illustrative feel to it, I really enjoy those as well.
I think what I enjoy the most about a job is just being left alone with a pen and paper. I don't mind what it is, it's just that initial giving birth to a new idea that hasn't existed before. I suppose the best analogy for a graphic design studio is a kitchen. If you imagine a busy kitchen and you've got to produce quality products in a short space of time, otherwise your customer's going to walk out, that's a good way of describing a graphic design studio. It's full on, chaotic, intense, but it's brilliant fun, different every day, and at the end of the day we all go home exhausted, but we all go home happy that we've done a good job.
I suppose being in a creative environment is what I loved and I've missed from when I was freelancing. I used to miss the creative input from others. The daily pace is quick, but that's a good thing. The workflow is constant, which we're obviously very grateful for.
From a studio point of view, we don't take our influence just from graphic design, we take it from art, from typography. Everything that's creative has an influence on what we do. It's important that everyone's fully aware and exposed to what's happening outside in the world.
There's loads of support in the studio every day. I mean, you know that if you've got a problem or you're sort of stuck on a brief, Matt will obviously be your first body contact. Everybody in here has got a creative opinion, which is nice. I can show a junior something I've been working on all week. The junior can come up with a really good idea that I didn't see.
I think the future for Core Creative, as far as I'm concerned, is to continue to strive to polish every aspect of the business, improving our service as much as possible, always proving how creative we are by pushing the boundaries within the brief, pushing ourselves to absorb as much creativity as possible. What's important is we don't ever rest on our laurels, we don't ever get complacent about who we are or what we offer, and you have to move with the times. We jumped on board when we had to with web, which is now a big part of our business. Videos come on board because a lot more people are demanding videos, so what's important for us is whatever aspects of this we get involved in is to put the same Core Creative mark on it and say that's a Core Creative job.